Hey guys, how's it going? Today, let's take an in-depth look at the 1972 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. And this is going to be a full, in-depth tour of the Corvette. We'll start up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, and show you a bunch of the features on the interior as well as exterior. And today, I'm at Street Side Classics in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start it up, let it run. The exterior color is known as briar blue with black vinyl interior. Beautiful. Fires right up. This 72 Stingray was basically equipped with most of the options available from the factory back in the day, including power assisted steering, optional 3-speed automatic transmission, as well as air conditioning and other factory amenities. So let's go ahead and cut on the headlamps. It does have manual windows. And let's go and check out the exterior, shall we? In the third generation of the Corvette Stingray, you see much more pronounced wheel arches with a fine straight edge that definitely gives the car quite a unique look. 1972 is also the last year of the slender chrome bumpers front and rear. You have your quad pop-up headlamps, a Corvette signature styling cube, and wide mouth profile down below. Long, wide, and expansive hood with modest raised extension in the middle. Absolutely timeless body styling with plenty of integrated swoops and curves, polished aluminum rocker panel down below, as well as integrated heat extract vents gracing the sides of the fenders. Also, the factory correct 15-inch chrome wheel covers on BF Goodrich tires. The Corvette also features hydraulic 4-wheel ventilated disc brakes measuring around 11.75 inches in diameter with single brake calipers, as well as a optional power assisted system. 182.5 inches long and 69 inches wide, the vehicle rides on a full-length welded steel ladder-type frame with 5 cross members, as well as welded steel box sections. Factory option luggage rack, gracing the rear of the vehicle. It also features a removable roof, thereby further enhancing the open-air driving experience without converting over to a convertible. Absolutely beautiful paint finish. Also, plenty of polished aluminum and chrome trim going around the vehicle. You can also see the modest chrome bumpers in the rear. Dual chrome exhaust, producing a nice hefty note. And your quad aluminum accented tail lamps. also have an anti-theft alarm that started to become available in '72, activated by this little lock mechanism here. The integrated roof lines blend into the deck lid with your window and sharp angled housing. Factory option cover that goes around the edge of the gas tank to prevent your gas tank nozzle from chipping the edge of the paint. And we're going to pop the hood. This particular Corvette came with the base, more modest version of the 350 cubic inch 5.7 liter ZQ3 V8. And also through the years, due to emission regulation and differences in calculating the SAE horsepower ratings, initially, or back in the day, horsepower ratings were rated as a gross horsepower rating. That basically takes the engine out of the vehicle without any accessories attached to it and basically testing it on that scale. So horsepower ratings were oftentimes overrated than what the engine actually produced, hooked up to the vehicle with all of the extra accessories, power accessories, air conditioning, etc. So in 1972 they switched it over to the SAE net horsepower rating. This basically resulted in a decrease in horsepower ratings in pretty much all vehicles across the board, even though nothing mechanically changed in them. It produces 200 brake horsepower at 4,400 RPM and 300 foot-pounds of torque at 2,800 RPM. Now, based on what I just said, GM actually rated this car and is actually signed on a plate mounted in the center console that the vehicle was factory rated at around 360 foot-pounds of torque. So you can kind of see the difference in horsepower rating what I was talking about earlier. It is 16 valve with 2 valves per cylinder, fed through a Rochester 4-barrel quadrajet model carburetor. Compression was rated 8.5 to 1. The original compressor for the Frigidaire air conditioning system. Beautiful engine bay. As far as some more specifics on the suspension, it is front independent as well as independent rear, with unequal A-arms, coil springs, tubular shocks, and a stabilizer bar up front, and in the rear you have trailing arms, toe links, a transverse chromium carbon steel leaf spring, tube shocks, and an anti-roll bar. Beautifully laid out interior, plenty of padded trim, and stitching going across the tops of the door panels, aluminum accent. Your lock and unlock is located here, polished aluminum door sills, with your vinyl rat and bucket seating, and deluxe seat belts pulling out and clipping in over there. Release the seat by grabbing the back of the handle, located up there, to a modest cargo parcel shelf in the back. It's also illuminated. Battery located in the back, set of shoulder belts, you also have the option for an adjustable steering wheel. So let's go ahead and see how she sounds. Beautiful engine note. Standard AM/FM radio. With your tuning, select between your AM and FM up top. You can also see the dial actually flips around, tailored to the specific radio frequency. Also, to set presets, pull out the little buttons, select whichever station, press it all the way in, and that sets the memory setting. Pretty simple. You have your air conditioning and heater controls located up above the shift column, your fan speed, and your different zones and temperature. Handbrake. And the gauge pack in the middle consisting of your fuel, water temperature, oil temperature, clock, and battery meter. The dash is also completely padded, with the stitch trim going across. Controls for your wiper and washer fluid up top. So let's go and shut her down. Check out the rest of the vehicle, shall we? Storage padding located in the dash here, your lower air vents, a fantastic look into a timeless American classic, especially a pivotal point in the automotive industry when it came to the way vehicles were starting to be affected due to emission regulations. Still a timeless classic and a beautiful body style in the legendary Corvette series. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth tour on the 1972 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Be sure to stay tuned next time, there's a lot more where that came from. Take care everybody.